If you look at the Pacific Islands, it's understood that we take things from the earth, from our vow, from our forest, and that enables us to make this art form. But what's beautiful about it is everybody has a different look to their work. When you get to meet someone from the other islands, for example, if I'm in Hawaii and I get to hang out with the kapa makers over there, I love how they manage their kapa.
This was one of the very few non-food plants that they packed on a canoe and brought with them. Everywhere that people went and settled a new island, this was, again, such an important plant. My friend who learned from Mary Pritchard from American Samoa taught him how to make kapa Samoan style, siapo.
You know, tapa is the universal word for bark cloth making. Siapo is the painted bark cloth when we use that word, and different islands have different names for it.
Kapa or tapa or bark cloth was usually used for clothing, blankets, was used in the temples to wrap ki'i, to put over altars, to wrap certain structures, used as gifts, used as trade.
We have about 13 to 14 different patterns that we use, but what's beautiful about them is all of them, because they come from our environment.
How design changed, kind of more, big geometric kind of shapes that still weren't like, the rest of the Pacific Islands. They still had very much their own thing going on.
And it's not just an art form. It carries ancestry and legacy. It carries meaning and purpose, for ceremonies. It can be a funeral. It could be the bestowal of a chief's title. They give gifts.
In the 1800s, when there's just all this influence, things happening, people moved off their land to accommodate the sugar, the pineapple, the cows. So you're losing all the native practices. They were disappearing. Making kapa was disappearing.
There are almost none of us now who keep their art alive.
Auntie Mary said, now there's just a few of us. And I can honestly tell you, now there's just a few of us.
I am one of the few.
There was a time when you could walk around the island and all day long you would hear the sound of people pounding kapa. When you couldn't hear that sound, it was very noticeable. That silence became very noticeable.
Now they use westernized material because it's easier. This concept of ease. Oh, it's so much easier if we just do it this way.
Let's make a machine to do that. It'd be so much faster, easier. Am I about making faster, easier? No.
Versus something that is handmade. So it has to be a shifting of the mind and a shifting of understanding.
There are people who commodify for the purpose of the business without the heart of it. See, anybody who knows me knows this is my heart.
Essentially, if it doesn't get shifted and there's no commitment, it will be on the list of the dying art forms in the world.
And so I really enjoyed teaching and I really enjoyed sharing, watching how people are grasping and learning and then doing.
Sharing with probably over 2,000 students coming and going and doing siapo. Now that I hear back from some of them, I hear this gratefulness.
Kapa is not easy. To really understand it, like anything, takes time.
So it has to be this willingness of commitment by someone who wants to grow the plants and the trees and work at it, because only then you become one with the art form.
I'm not going to be alive forever. Yeah. I want to teach it forever.
Because it helped to connect them, help them to better understand what makes us uniquely different from the rest of the world.
Trying to get those people who can be part of the keeping it going. Just knowing it will not keep it going. Doing it will keep it going. Teaching it will keep it going.
And that's what we try.
Like a steward.
Yeah, I'm just a steward. And everybody has to take that stance. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what otherwise would be.